Chapter 4. A jerk to the vehicle woke me up from the sleep yet on effect. I happened to open my eyes. I realized I was in a truck, moving in the darkness towards the dense forest. I knew that I was in an from beneath many dead bodies. I was laid dumped below. The motion of the truck gradually loosened my posture, and it was a bit easier to tuck myself out of the bodies laying there. The way was dusty and muddy, with its edge full of dry leaves. The wind was blowing as if it was feeling our pain. Seeing all the silent people around and beneath me, I thought I might be the only living being. How did I come among the dead bodies? Where are my parents? Mother, I am hungry. Where am I? Why is this army truck going through the trees? Where are my belongings? I had a glut of unanswered queries. Might be thinking that I was dead. I was trucked in the same lot. After a long scouting drive, the truck stopped in the dense forest. I smelled a rat nearby. An old mine pit was there, and they were going to dump all the dead bodies. They lightened the bulb, which splinted the darkness around there, as if to answer my doubt. I saw the dead bodies of a child and an adult. We all were thrown, like the stones, air zips, into the mine. But now I was in an open mine pit, dragging myself loose and normal. I now heard them laughing and throwing comments on the act of killing. I still remember their leader saying, "I should not have killed that woman, but she denied to please me." But when I said that I would kill her son if she objected, she put off her clothes herself. First, I appreciated her and you all. Another man spoke. Our source of pleasure died, and her son is beside her skeleton. They smirked. Hearing such spine-chilling remarks, I cried silently and breathlessly. My mother must be here. They had assaulted and killed her. The state killed her. She had gone there for justice, and the plea for justice killed her. I thought of my father as well. Is he alive or not? Did the rebellion group kill him too? The souls had met of my parents might be the true souls, and what I had seen in my unconsciousness was the fact. I had all the flashbacks that answered my questions. My flashbacks splashed in words and way as the battle was everywhere. I could not go to school, nor could I play liberally. I was forbidden to play outdoors. The fire was being opened. Nowhere was the tranquility. My life was a nuisance. Nobody could witness that. My hope was in gloom. The inbuilt splendor was no more. The wasteland it became. No flowers to dance. The birds had gone somewhere to sing. No more songs here. That woke me up. No springs to dance with me. No friends to play. Only dread everywhere. With no colors, the gala came. No glee in them. No festive activities. The flower couldn't blossom, live hard or die. Only were my options. The rebellions abducted my father against the state. He had to battle. My mother howled for help, begged them that they let him go. They saw no story in her tears. I ran after my father. They pushed me back. Out of sight they were, giving our kin a sore. Our days I wept. For days my mother got in tears, each time hugging me. Our fate is against us. See? For help she urged the state. Away they took her. Since then I never saw her. I sobbed in my trenched hut till I lost my senses. But the rain woke me up. What a time's lot. Nobody could mend my house. Even the rain thrust me through the holes of my house, standing Trevary. Many days just went by waiting for my parents in hunger and thirst, not afraid of the hurricane, nor the downpour, even not the darkness. Let me die by playing, which I hadn't done for a long time, with the fates chime. The death I wish I had, so I come out and look up. Many dead bodies I saw, many cries I heard in the thunderstorm. No sooner I came out than my hut collapsed. With a big explosion, the native shelter was thus gone. Ah, something hit my head, which made me sleep, and otherwise bleep, as if the state of revere. I woke up in heaven. It was a new land, away from my own. I heard the birds singing, with some melody, dancing in the spring. A warm hug I got on my back. Who had been lost? The war killed my parents. The war killed flora and fauna. It's making the world ugly. Save us all, was my plea. Please say no to war. It is always dirty. Let's pray for global peace. Our age was for living, but the death took us. So ultimately it was. Let our children not die. Let them not go through our way. I thought I heard my parents utter a soulful words of good and better. I too begged for life with tearful eyes. The unknown strength pushed me. I regained my consciousness, but a lot of suffering ahead with unknown destiny. I found myself among dead bodies, heading towards somewhere I did not know. It was an army truck headed into a deep forest, might be for burial sites. Life was upon the end's crest. It was my parents who gave me the second life to perform their last rituals. The event equaled to the hell, lost the heaven I had. Nothing and nobody was mine. There were other skeletons as well, and we were all on it. A sudden rise of the first skeleton made me scream, which brought them closer to me. No options were in my mind than to act dead. They opened a fire into the mine. They shot on bullets as they were celebrating something, instantly hiding behind a body so big I whispered, "Thank God." None hit me, and I am once again grateful to you for sparing my life. After a few hours, the morning shone, and I was driven to take a slanty look around. I was driven to the sentiment of feeling for community come humanity. What I saw there truthfully took me back. It was my mother's hand because there was a ring on her finger, and the ring thumb carried the letters L plus M, which were the initials of my parents' names. I sobbed deep inside. When the noise stopped piercing my ears, I thought they had gone, so I started pulling my mother out. It took me an hour to take out her, as she was in parts and on top of it. There were many amorphous bodies, all causing a nuisance of a type. Despite being alone, I was not afraid because there was no option other. It was mainly because of the case of my mother, with huge difficulties in the ocean of pains. I went on further into the forest with incensed bones. My life was empty, filled with sorrow. Only sorrow was there to be suffered by me. My desire was dry and loved the fading. However, I had met my parents in any forms they were. All the beautiful things on earth could be found there. I regained their images and cast my words. My parents gave the second life. I might be the one who came back to life after death. Before I was pushed back to life, my mother had intimidated me. Every wise man keeps learning until bravement, so do you. On no account turn your back. Life never nails clamping if you mislay one thing. When one door is clogged, there are hundreds awaiting to be opened. Be smarter by appearance and the smartest by talent. Right time, right track, right work should always be considered first. Follow all these advice, my son, and the success comes at your feet. A touch of water fell on my foot, brought me back. I found a holy river after many hours of walk through many incredibly native. I went ahead preparing for the funeral. With heavy heart and wet eyes, I set fire on her skeleton to let her rest in peace in heaven. I looked up and cried, "Mother, I hope your soul is resting in peace." I saw, "Thank you, my dear son," written on the cloud, all giving me the reflection of my repaid love. I was born to face hard times. Feeling as such poured my hope for living as it was too much to tolerate for my age. But life is a cause. The God is to browse the nature of living in the universe and beyond. Some say it is what lives response. Sweet or bitter experiences be some of Brahma and destiny. Extreme pain and poverty make us forget our biggest responsibilities. Sudden feel of a prize gave me a surprise. Above all our minus lies. Some golden magic leaves started falling from the tree. All were glittering as something written on them. I read one by one. Along with the past, there's always jig sorrow. Never salute their effort of till tomorrow. Animals are better off since they disregard their history. They slam the episodes of their mystery. Never let go fleeing moment. On equilibrium, keep extortion in enjoyment. Have their supremacies to keep things off and on. For poor, always bestraw your own corn. One piece down should make you walk off 2 steps higher. Against prejudice and sadism, you can be the fire. The poor yearn, therefore the rich are getting richer. Such a structure you should scissor. I smiled tearfully and thanked the one for inspiration. Moreover, I kept walking as fast as I could to the destination only he